Good morning. This is Eddie with Eclipse Rising Tarot, here to do a little reading for the Leo Collective. How you guys doing this morning, Leo? Cool. Today's Friday. Man, damn day. Whole week went by so fast, huh? Anyways, the weekend's upon us again. And what do you guys got planned? I don't know. It's gonna start cooling off. Better take advantage of them few last days, or I don't know how long this summer's gonna. Well, I guess summertime's over. I don't know. Although I will miss the water sports. I'm ready for the cold. Definitely. Uh, this may not resonate with everybody. If it does, keep it. If it doesn't, leave it. Cross watchers roles may be in reverse. Yeah, I've been having crazy dreams. I don't know. It all started on the 23rd. Yeah, 23rd when I first started having those. And I dream, yes, but I've been having vivid dreams now, which is kind of weird because I'm not. Usually I have a dream and I wake up in the morning, I don't really remember it. Kind of, faintly, but then it kind of goes away, you know? Not these. I wake up remembering them, still thinking about them. At some, a few minutes ago, well, maybe 30 minutes ago, I got back in the car. I went to the store to get my coffee, and I started zoning off into that situation. It was just, so I know a lot of you guys, you know. Okay, so some of you guys are doing good, right? I mean, maybe not in the love arena, maybe not, but financially, you know, you guys are pushing through, you're doing good. Some of you guys are doing better than others, of course, a lot of you. And there's some that are struggling. And you probably made it. You've made it, right? I mean, you're doing good. Obviously, you've made it. You're here. Daily going to this job or whatever it is you do for income. But you never quite seem to push past the threshold. You know what I mean? I don't know. Something like that. I don't know. I mean, a lot of you guys are taken advantage of by individuals as far as, you know, when it comes to romance, the love arena, things like that, right? But weren't hurting financially. Of course, some of you guys, I'm not going to say hurting, but could be doing better. You know what I mean? You know, you just, you know, barely making it by, you know, or just barely making it or something like that. I don't know. I'm studying. I'm kind of going back into it and trying to kind of remember exactly what it was about. But I know it had something to do with changing. And I know you guys have had, a lot of you guys have had to push people away romantically and stuff like that, but it's not just that. It could be your, you know, a lot to do with where you work, your finances, your income, your living situation, maybe a property or a home you're living in that it's not, you know, things aren't, it's not fair. Like it's not balanced. You're putting in more, getting less back. You know what I mean? It's not balanced out. And that's where I'm getting at. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles, and you have to start. Yeah, you're gonna have to start. And I'm not blocking. This is strong. It's a strong word for it, but it's gonna be more like you're gonna have to remove things or move away from things that aren't serving you, and it's very uncomfortable. It's very, very uncomfortable feeling. Let's see what we got. So we got. We do a check-in, daily check-in, just a energy check-in for the Leo. Yeah, it's something like that. It's kind of troubling. Like I feel it. Like, but at the end of I see that at the end of this, you come out on top. I mean, there's no other way. I mean, if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and you're not getting back, if it's not an equal give and take, it's not going to balance out. You see, it doesn't work like that. The universe is not going to allow that. You know, there'll be a tower. You know what I mean? It doesn't work like that. You can't. People will take advantage of you for a while, and a lot of times, I'm not saying you're naive, but you feel like you're kind of doing the right thing to, you know, being a good employee or being a good tenant or being a good something or other. Somebody that has something over your head, not over your head, but Oh, in some cases, maybe over your head. I'm not sure what the dynamic is, but something like that. I don't know. People can hold your heart hostage, but also people can also hold your bag hostage. You know what I mean? They know what you're worth, and you're not getting it. That's what that comes down to. That's what it seems like that's coming down to right there. And you know your worth, and there's people that'll take, not take, but there's people that won't give you what you deserve, and they know what you deserve, and they won't give it to you. Not to say they're withholding it from you, but they won't ever give it to you unless you ask for it. Unless you ask for it, you ain't gonna get it. Closed mouths don't get fed. You know what I mean? That's the way it goes. And as uncomfortable it may be, you may the fear of the comfort you have, even though the situation is not serving you well. Not to say it's not. I mean, it is. However, you could be doing better. That's all I can say. And you've got to get the full potential for your, you need to get what you're worth. What I'm trying to say. Sorry, I'm shuffling around. I'm trying to get this. I feel it. See the Leo. You guys are strong. You're gonna make it through, no doubt. It's just gonna be uncomfortable. So you get through. You get to your 10 immediately. You know what I mean? Come on, out the bottom of the day. You're gonna be all right. That's your overall energy. I don't go too deep into it, but yeah. See, a lot of you guys, you're planting seeds in, I'm gonna say, unfertile ground. A lot of you guys are. You guys have moved forward. I mean, you see how he's got his crop growing. He's planting the seeds. He's letting things go. You see where it goes. A lot of you guys have planted that seed and they ain't getting nothing out of it. I mean, you're getting something, but you're getting half a crop or something like that, or a third of it's all didn't survive. It's rough, bad pinnacles, so to speak. I don't know. But whatever you're putting in, it ain't coming back right. Yeah, you got new beginnings. You don't have to deal with that. You don't have to stick with that. It may be paying some of your bills. You're waiting for it to grow. He's waiting and waiting. He's gonna sit there. You're gonna be waiting for a while. Unless you stand up and you speak your mind, you tell whatever situation. It may be your landlord. It may be a property that's a piece of crap, and you're staying there, knowing that it's not up to par, but you're still doing it because you don't want to get kicked out or something like that. Don't ever be stuck. I don't know about all states. I know in Texas you have a lot of tenants have a lot of rights here, and you guys are investing into something and you're waiting for it to grow, and it's not happening. The universe offering you a new opportunity. It's not so much about other people. You got to think about yourself. You really got to focus on yourself and what you're doing. And you may have children involved, your family. In a sense, it's an injustice. There's going to be judgment here. There's going to be a tower moment. Something's going to give. Some of you may be love. Y'all may be stuck on that same person that's making you feel like you need to be with them. Person may make you feel like without them you won't have anything. You know what I mean? And then it could be Gemini. And I was gonna say this. I think I started saying it yesterday, but the Lover's card, kind of like the Devil card, there can be some possessiveness in there. People are just trying to control, or you trying to be on top of something. You feel like if you separate from this person, they're gonna get with somebody else, and you can't bear to see that. Even though you don't really want to be with them or something like that. I don't know. That's not really healthy. It could be them. I hope it's not you. But I do feel that on that card. Yeah, look. Right out the back door. Wow. Can't make this shit up, man. Yeah. It's real close right there. See? Possessive lovers. Yeah. That's where they don't want to let you go, or you don't want to let them go, because you couldn't bear to see them with somebody else, and it's gonna tear you up, and it's gonna tear your heart up, and you ain't gonna like it, man. But you're gonna have to deal with it. It's something you have to put up with. I don't know if it's you or them. I mean, I'd say 60% them, 40% you. Let me be like that with y'all. Let me give y'all some love. But I know, I've been there. I've been that guy that couldn't stand to be apart with somebody, and then when they got with somebody else, it tore my ass up. Oh, I know. I mean, this was back when I was younger, though. Damn, man, I remember that. Yeah, you have to look at things in a different light, in a different perspective, and realize that this is number one. You can't control people. You don't own people. You can't change people. I mean, unless you're. I mean, there's in today's society, under today's laws, you cannot, unless they allow you to, unless you have something, some kind of weapon or something holding them into, or paying them to love you, or paying them, or doing something like that. But just it's not free will. I mean, it's free will for them to take the money, but you know what I mean. To actually love you, and yeah. And a lot of people are just sitting there it's kind of like, I'm not stagnant but bored. Like y'all just kind of stuck in this shit, and you have to deal with it daily, every day, whether it be a relationship, whether it be work, whether it be an old beat up ass house you're staying in, something like that. You guys are, it's stagnation almost. It's not, you're just bored with it, but you're putting up with it every day. You got to do this, and it's every day, every day. And these opportunities are coming towards you. You know, with the Ace of Wands, you can. You don't have to stay here. You don't have to put up with it, but you choose to. Yeah, look. Like I said, it goes under judgment. It can't go on forever. It's an injustice against you, against your family, against your kids, against everything you work hard for. It's an injustice. It's got to be equal. If it's not equal, something, a tower, a judgment's going to come out. Something like that's going to come out. It's just the way it works. That's just the system. Call it the system. Call it God, devil, whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to sit here and tell you what you need to believe in. You know what you believe in. But you know what the system is, and that's basically what's right and wrong, up and down, good and bad, whatever. But when they're not balanced out, like the yin and the yang, whatever, if they're not balanced out, it's not going to work. It's not the way, this system doesn't work like that. And it will balance it out, one way or the other. Trust. That energy has to go somewhere. So you have to start using your intuition. Your inner. It's what's inside of you telling you, look, man, this is not right. Look, this person, you know, they ain't treating you right. This place is a piece of shit falling on our head. Well, you're paying this money. Well, yeah, you short sometimes, but you're paying it. Don't if and you being short on that rent may have something to do with the fact that you where you're working at, you're not getting where you're supposed to be getting. So that trickles down. It all goes downhill. It's like shit going downhill. Excuse my language, but because of the job you have, you can't afford to pay the rent in a piece of shit house that you can't get a better house because you can barely afford to pay the rent there because you got this job. You know what I mean? You feel like if you dip out on this person, that you ain't gonna be able to find somebody like that. Or maybe this person's helping you pay your bills and they locked you in like that. You have to make that. You have to take that leap of faith. Yeah, man. There's somebody out there that will collaborate with you. There's a business, a company that'll pay you right. There's a landlord that's gonna do you right, and there's a person who's gonna do you right and collaborate with you. You don't have to deal with this shit. It's not the way it has to be. Yeah. There'll be somebody gonna flow. That money gonna start flowing like water. You know, once, and it starts there really. But that seems to me like if you guys are staying in a job that's just not, you know, serving your needs, you know, and you're putting in the work and it's not balanced out. You know your worth, but you're scared to go and tell this person something because you don't want to, you know, stir the beehive or whack the hornet's nest or whatever you call that stuff, the sayings they have. And until you do that, you need to start using your higher self, your intuition, your higher consciousness knows what you're worth, and you know what you're worth, and you're gonna have to bite that bullet. A lot of you people are jammed up here. That devil energy, and that goes for all of it. That goes for whether it be your job, your house, a relationship, a dynamic, family dynamic, anything. That once this gets creeping in, this is your fear, anxiety, doubt, lack. This is what all this stuff, that's what this card represents. These are all the things that some of you guys are suffering, and you can't move away from this situation. You're staying there because of this. You're scared. A lot of times we forget we're eternal beings. We're not. This is not forever. This is an experience. Don't take it so seriously. I'm not telling you to go out there and start going crazy and ape shit or anything, but you know what I mean. Yeah. If you do this, you will right away. Look, I told you at the end of this, you come out successful. You end up, look, you see him? Proud, riding away. He did his work. He did what he had to do. Took that leap. Yeah. And you take that, what you have, and you put it somewhere else. There's somebody that will be there. There's a place for you. And where you're at, it ain't it. We're not saying everybody. I'm just saying some of you guys. Yeah, y'all like this. That's self-imposed prison. That's you believing that you can't do it. That's you believing that if you take that step, that something's gonna, that whoever it is, they're gonna get you. You're scared you're not gonna be able to get out of it. That's what this person's. You're allowing them to do this to you now. It ain't this person's fault. They're only that. That's just their sneaky ass five of swords bullshit. There. That's just who they are. Like I said, you can't change anybody. You could change how you deal with that person. You could change how you react to what they do or try to do to you, but you can't change them. So they're gonna be like that. You're gonna be like that. That's self-imposed. You're allowing that to happen. Well, it's their fault. No. It's your fault. You're allowing that to happen. It's your choice. That person may be this and that. Sure. Would they get their judgment for whatever they've done? Yes. Not a doubt. There's no ifs, ands, and maybes. Yeah. You have people you have people making offers. People see that what you're worth. Yeah, you just gotta move forward. Like I said, it'll all come to you. It'll all come to you. But you have to take that leap of faith. Your wheel of fortune, where you're going, where you're letting these people, situations, a partner, somebody you're stuck with, you feel like you're stuck with because if you leave them, you can't afford the bills or something like that. You're going to have to take some kind of action. I know you don't want to end up out in the street. You have to start taking some kind of action, though. You have to figure out a plan. You get there, and that's that moon, that shadow side. That's that. It's like they know what they're doing. They know damn well what they're doing. They know damn well what they're doing to you. They know damn well what they're doing to you. And they got you locked in like that. That's using that fear against you. It's a fear tactic. Making you believe you won't be able to make it without them. The job, the landlord, relationship with some fool. Making you believe that without them, you ain't gonna be able to make it. You're gonna be on the streets. You ain't gonna have no money. You ain't gonna have no job. Ain't nobody gonna hire you. Ain't nobody gonna love you like they loved or treated you. Even they treat you like, Advice from the universe for Leo. What we got for the Leo collective? There's people trying to manipulate. A lot of times, y'all just a lot of people get drawn into it, and I get it. We want to do the right thing, we want to be nice, we want to be good people. These people, they ain't nice. They ain't nice. I'm gonna put it like that. That's an abrasive type person right there. They don't give a shit. They will pay you $5 for an hour for the rest of your life. You let them. Shit. Let you live in the house just the way it's set. They don't give a damn. Even though they're making all that money on it. Don't care. They don't care. Person don't care. Keep you locked in. They can treat you any way they want to treat you, cheat on you, and play the manipulative games, and you're going to stick around because y'all either have some kind of house together, a little car, something y'all bind it together with, and you feel like with that, it's going to be into the world if you're going to spend all this time catering to either a home or a car or something like that when it's all dirt. Just saying, there's a way to do it. Might have to get a loan, might have to work some extra hours, might start tucking some money away little by little. It may be a gradual thing. It may not happen overnight. It may take month or 2 or 3 for you to save some money up, just tuck it away and just kind of dip out or something. I don't know. You have to figure something out. It's not easy. It wasn't meant to be easy. It's experiences, lessons. It's how you learn, so it makes you stronger. You're a Leo. You got it. Yeah. At the end of the day, you'll walk away from this. You'll look back one day and think, man, what a fucking fight. What a fucking fight. Yeah. You'll be all right. You got to put your sword up, look. Ultimately, you're going to have to put your sword up. Yeah, y'all, I ain't doing this. Yeah. I ain't going to do that. Y'all getting the hell out of there. Using your intuition. Now you go to your celebration, your star energy, your temperance, blocking out that bullshit, not taking them anymore. Moving away, moving away, moving away. You know why? With temperance, star energy, high priestess, get the hell out of there. These two right here, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm getting the hell away from it. Is it going to be an easy task? I don't know. When you're doing it, you can begin communication. New job, new spouse, new place. Could be the person that trying to keep you locked down now that they're upset and they're trying to communicate with you, throw shit at you, talk some shit. You know, try to make you feel bad, trying to make you feel guilty about what you're doing. It's just a game. Manipulation. That's what they do. Don't fall for it. Just keep moving forward. It's going to hurt for a little bit, but it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. Yeah, it'll be all, man. You know, and some of you guys, unfortunately, y'all going to have to sneak out the back door. Some of you guys are going to have to sneak out the back door on this person. They got you locked in like that. You got offers coming in too. That's nice. Yeah. Putting your sword. You got the king and the queen out there, and they do. She does not miss anything. She does not miss a beat. I don't know who that was for. Maybe a few of you guys. Don't feel trapped. You have options. Alright. Get you an oracle card in. Damn it. On these damn dreams, huh? Dreams are just messages, just downloads. Momentum. All eyes on you. I bet. Bottom of the deck. Yeah, you're gonna start seeing a lot of things happen. Watch. You start pulling. You start going in that direction. It's a change in timelines. Things are gonna. It's gonna be a drastic change. You're gonna see. But at the end of it, it's gonna get that thrill, that rush, that feeling. You know, when you go into something, you get the butterflies in your stomach type shit. Nervous, and anxious, and you know the feelings. And then it's a bittersweet situation. You know. Once you get on the other side, though, these cards don't lie. They're telling you, just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Got something good for you on the other side. It'll be a lot better than what you're dealing with now, I tell you. Shit. Always under pressure, anxious, worried. Shit, fucking roof falling in on you. Bills aren't getting paid right. You know? Having to constantly worry about this motherfucker cheating on you or some shit. 52 momentum, fire, element fire. Green means go, cleared blockages and obstacles. This card means change is coming in hot. An incoming direct message, text, or email could shift your reality very soon. You've got yourself on the fast track to success. Brace yourself and be prepared to act quickly. See? Can't make this shit up, guys. You can't keep living like that. You can't. The universe will not allow it. Spirit guides, source, God, Jesus, Buddha, whoever, will not allow that injustice. You guys have to move out of that. It's going to happen. And it's for your best. Just have faith. With that, I'm going to let you guys go. Zeddy with Eclipse Rising Tarot. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you have, you guys are thebomb.com. Awesome. We'll see you next time. Love and light.